Alright, this is Kazdek once again, and I found some the swords and stuff and that I made. So this first one here is not finished. Basically, since I don't have any forge or anything, this used to be a power line. Like you see the huge poles, the big wooden poles that go up there where they have the transformers. This is as you can see, it doesn't budge because it's like a piece that would hold one of the transformers on to the thing. You'd usually see them like this, with a cross beam that goes like that with the other one, so it kind of looked like that. And it would hold these on, and this thing is like, I don't know, I can't break this thing. So basically I just took a grinder to it, and I didn't get very far on this one because the metal is so dang hard. I'm thinking about heating it up in like a fire pit and then trying to grind it down, but it's going to be like a short kind of sword. It's not very long, but it's heavy as crap. Maybe turn it into like something for chopping. And I was going to take right here and saw this off like that, or I have to put it on this side, saw it off like that, and like make a point at the top, right around where this thing is, and I'll take some of the weight out of it, and also make a nice sword point on it, and then put a handle on it. Eventually, I might grind it down, but this thing is really hard to work on, so I'm not going to do that for some time. That thing I tried before I made this, but basically this is a piece of steel I got from a hardware store, and I had grinded it down. See how shiny it is? And I made a Suno edge, which is like, looks like it's pronounced Tsuno. This thing is very sharp because I grinded it down and then used smaller sand belts to make this thing sharper, and then I put leather on it and stuff, and my brother showed me how to sharpen it a while back. So this thing's still pretty sharp, and it's made out of regular carbon steel, so it's pretty susceptible to being rusted away. As you can see right here, it's starting to rust. But for the most part, I mean, this thing, it's small and it's fast, but it bends, which is kind of a good thing. The other one doesn't bend, so it has, like, if I go to hit something and it cracks, it'll break. But this one, it'll bend and it'll go whoa, 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 whenever you hit something, so that anything hard that it's not easy to go through, so it won't break. It'll bend and stuff. And this thing probably took maybe 14 hours of work because it took so much to grind it down, and then once I grinded it down, I had to make sure everything was nice and smooth on it, and I put a lot of work into this thing. I made this out of a very strong broom handle, and as you can see, the axe head here is made out of a engine hoist hook. See, because right here, that's where the little loop is that you attach to the chain, and then right here you attach another chain, and it'd hold the engine up. So I basically just saw one of those, and I thought it looked like an axe, so I sharpened it. It's not really sharp, but it has an edge on it, so that it can, just not bludgeon things and break them. I just dropped that on my toe, and this broom handle is really dang strong, and I put Gorilla Glue on the inside here, wrapped it up with a really tight piece of leather, and this sucker is pretty dang strong. I chopped on my toe and it felt like a freaking brick. And here I made a bow. This is just brown electric tape, and I watch the fan there. Put a piece of metal bent on it to keep the arrow on. This isn't very good, so I just use the other side and just keep it on there because I don't feel like taking it off. And basically, it's a piece of bamboo. Just put it in some boiling water for a while, and then just I bent it the way that I want it to have like a little bit of a curve like that, like a boat. And but I never really, I used it once, but it's so dang hard to bend because this really strong piece, but it hasn't broken yet, and I've tried to put a string on it, but I will never maybe use this thing, but maybe if it was like the Hulk or something. And this thing, I sort of made this. It used to be like a really long show sword. The reason why it was a show sword because this thing used to be all the way down here. Oop, hit the fan. And this thing used to be a lot longer. It used to have I think come out here like this, and there was a handle on it with a piece of like long screw material, and they screwed on the little butt cap, and there's a big wooden handle here, so it was like a double-handed sword. And I grinded this all down to where this palm, or to where this cross guard would. Hang on, I have to cut myself. This thing's really sharp. And so where the cross guard come down here to where it's one-handed. I haven't made like a wooden handle for it yet because I just don't know how. Like I have an idea, but it's a lot of work trying to sand out the wood and stuff, and I just haven't been doing it. But here, I see I broke there's like a line that goes here, holds the blade on. Well, I broke it off here because this thing is not very strong. This crossguard is not very strong at the thin point here because it was a show sword, and this is stainless steel, so it's not really as strong as carbon steel, but it still works, and I sharpened the crap out of it with an actual knife sharpening stone. And the reason why this crossguard broke off is because my friends Jake and Max and I think my friend Brady was there. We were chopping tree branches off, and like some of them about that thick or this thick was coming off in like one slash, because I mean I was just like cranking on it, but I kind of cut my hand back then because the piece here, as you can see, is not really dulled out. It's just like a flat surface there, and it cut me. So, but some of them were like this because the branches were dead. So I was seriously hacking like a axe, like going at different angles like that, and taking them out. So that's how that broke. And then we were also using ether as a fireball that night. We were pretty rowdy. Alright, so that's all the weapons I could find up there. I have other swords, but I didn't really make them, so I didn't really want to show them. So that's it. It's Kazdek. See you later.